This is KCBD News Channel 11 at noon.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Shaley Sanders. We are following developing news today. Baltimore prosecutors dropped the remaining charges against the officers named in the Freddie Gray case. A judge previously acquitted 3 of the officers charged in the case in bench trials. The state attorney says members of the police department showed bias and a reluctance to investigate. Gray suffered severe spinal cord injuries in April of last year when he was taken into police custody before dying a week later. His death sparked riots throughout the city. We are also following developing news in our nation's capital, where a federal judge is granting the release of John Hinckley Jr. Hinckley tried to assassinate President Ronald Reagan in 1981 with a bullet hitting the president and 3 other people. Hinckley was found not guilty by reason of insanity. He will leave a psychiatric hospital but must meet certain conditions for his release, which could come as early as next Friday. A church in France was targeted in an attack by 2 perpetrators linked to ISIS yesterday, leaving an elderly priest dead before police arrived. Those attackers were eventually shot and killed by police. Embassy's Ron Mott has more on the aftermath of yet another terror attack in France. Shifting to weather, there will be another chance of spotty storms today, but dry conditions do return this weekend. Steve joins us live from the High Noon Concert Series with details. Steve.
7 years on Wednesday.
Okay, thanks so much, Steve. 8 men are safe at home after they were rescued yesterday from the fire lines of the Soberanus fire on the central California coast. Cal Fire says the men went hiking 5 days ago and became lost with little water or food. Once the fire flared up over the weekend, the men said they were stranded and didn't know where to go. Bulldozing crews spotted the men Tuesday, and Cal Fire used air support to locate them. Officials say to always be prepared.
Make sure that you have some hydration and some food, lots of hydration. And then when you go in, make sure that you know where you're at and you know your way back out.
The Soberanus fire has burned more than 23,500 acres just over the past few days. Donald Trump gets a 1-2-3 punch from Democrats set to speak in Philadelphia tonight. The president, vice president, and new VP nominee are all questioning Trump this morning as they prepare to take the stage tonight. Now, Tracy Potts is at Wells Fargo Arena in Philly with more on what to expect on day 3 of the DNC.
Donald Trump is a one-man wrecking crew.
The Democrats' number 2, Tim Kaine, lets loose on Trump before his speech tonight.
Somebody who offends women every time he opens his mouth.
His tough talk echoed today by Vice President Biden.
The things he says are make absolutely no sense.
And President Obama.
What I think is scary is a president who doesn't know their stuff and doesn't seem to have an interest in learning what they don't know.
The president admits exclusively to NBC elections are unpredictable and Trump could win. All 3 take the stage tonight to boost Hillary Clinton's chances after her historic nomination.
The ayes have it!
Virginia's governor, a key Clinton ally, is backtracking today.
Once the changes are made, she doesn't support it.
After suggesting Clinton could change her mind and support the TPP free trade deal after she's elected.
She is not interested in renegotiating the TPP.
It's a touchy issue for Bernie Sanders supporters. Clinton's trying to win.
We have struck a nerve, and that is what democracy is about.
They're still sore over his loss.
Also new today, Russia's government says it had nothing to do with the email hack that led to the DNC chair resigning at the beginning of this convention. Russia calls it made-up horror stories, responding to President Obama saying a Russian hack was certainly possible. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Philadelphia.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump spoke with the media in Florida today, saying the DNC rigged the system for Hillary Clinton.
Her great disloyalty to the person that rigged the system for her, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She totally rigged it. Bernie Sanders never had a chance. And total disloyalty, it's like, you're fired, get out.
Well, we have a traffic watch for you. The right lane and shoulder on North Loop 289 is closed today. This is so TxDOT crews can install overhead guide signs. The work began this morning and will continue throughout the afternoon. Also, the US 84 exit will be closed to traffic, so west and southbound Loop 289 traffic will need to use the exit located near the Burl-Huffman Athletic Complex for access to US 84. And starting this Monday, City of Lubbock crews will continue construction of a sanitary sewer main at the intersection of North Quaker Avenue and Ursuline Street. Traffic will be affected along North Quaker Avenue from Loop 289 to Ursuline during the project. Drivers should avoid that area if possible. Well, when a 6-year-old Florida girl had her bike stolen, an officer came out to take a report. But the long arm of the law took on a whole new meaning by offering a helping hand. They are keeping that new bike locked up, and the officer gave them some tips like registering the serial number on the bike with the police department and putting her name on it. Why the pressure is now on for borrowers and home buyers alike, we'll explain. Plus, you know that throwing a wedding can be expensive, but new numbers reveal just how pricey attending can be for guests.
And live from the High Noon concert, we'll be checking in on your rain chances and the temperature trends too.
Interest rates are rising and so are home prices, and that's putting pressure on borrowers and buyers. The Mortgage Bankers Association says mortgage applications to buy or refinance dropped 11% last week from a week prior, but volume is up 42% from the same period a year ago when rates were higher. Mortgage applications to refinance are also down, but they're still more than 70% higher than in 2015. Well, if you have attended a wedding recently, chances are you probably spent a lot of money to be there. The American Express Spending and Savings Tracker says guests are shelling out big bucks to watch their friends tie the knot. The average wedding guest expects to spend about $700 per wedding this year. That is up 5% from last year, and millennial guests will pay even more, nearly $900 per wedding. Craft beer sales continue to grow, but at a slower pace. The Brewers Association released its mid-year update on the business, and double-digit momentum has fizzled out. Production volume increased by 8% for the first half of the year, but that is down 16% from the same time last year. Americans are spending more and more time on social media, but they're also becoming increasingly dissatisfied with the experience. The American Consumer Satisfaction Index, released just this week, says social sites such as Facebook and Twitter saw a decrease in satisfaction year over year. Facebook was down 9%, while Twitter dropped 8% in that report. And don't forget to tune in to the Zika virus, a HealthWise special this Saturday night at 7 o'clock. We will have stories with the latest breakthroughs in research, prevention, and what local officials are doing to prevent the spread of the Zika virus. Make sure you tune in or set your DVR for the Zika virus, a HealthWise special, again this Saturday at 7 o'clock. Okay, take a look at this. A bear was spotted in the backyard of a Minnesota home on Monday. The furry visitor was also seen enjoying some leftovers from garbage cans. The homeowner says he wasn't frightened by the bear sighting, but suggests that neighbors should probably keep their garbage inside if possible.
This is the First Alert Forecast with Steve Devine.
Okay, thanks so much, Steve. Details on the 5th annual Seminole Rodeo coming up in New Notebook. Welcome back. I am here with Bryce Duncan. He is here to talk about the 5th annual Seminole Rodeo. You said over the last 5 years, it's really grown tremendously, right?
Yes, ma'am, it has. It went from just a few rodeo participants chipping in their money to put on the first rodeo. And it's really grown. The Seminole Tourist Department and local sponsors really helped us out over the 5 years.
And tell me where all of the money goes that you guys raise.
Part of the proceeds go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's how we elect our princess. And the other part goes to Gaines County seniors. So that's Seminole, Seagraves, and Brownfield seniors every year.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a 3-day event. It kicks off on Friday.
Kicks off on Thursday, actually, the 28th. Yes, ma'am. We're having a pre-party at the Seminole Wingate by Wyndham Hotel in Seminole, and we're having a pre-party there. So free Dippin' Dots, free Cokes and drinks, taking pictures with the rodeo clown, bullfighters with the kids, that kind of deal. So, and you can sign up for mutton busting there.
Okay.
So that's for little kids. And then 8 o'clock later that afternoon, we're having mutton busting qualifiers. So the top 10 mutton busting riders will ride in the rodeo Friday and Saturday night.
Okay, and the rodeo, what time does that kick off on Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday, it starts on 8 p.m. and lasts till usually 1, 2 in the morning.
Oh, wow. And then there's a dance too, right?
Yes, ma'am. Friday night, we're having Jody Nix. This will be maybe the first time Jody Nix has played here. We're real excited about him. And then Saturday night, we're having Kahuna Cowboys and JB and the Moonshine Band.
Oh, fun.
So this is the biggest band Seminole Rodeo has ever had. We're real excited about it, and we're looking to have a really good time, really good turnout this year.
So where can people get their tickets?
Tickets are sold at the gate, at the arena. You can buy them there, and it's $7 at the front gate for the rodeo and $10 for the dance, both nights.
Okay, great. And this is all at the Seminole Arena. There's only one, so
only one, 1 mile east of town. You can't miss it. The lights are the brightest thing in town. So if you're in town, you're going to see them.
Okay, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This afternoon, high temperature in the mid-90s, slight chance of rain at any one spot.
Okay, thanks so much, Steve. That is all of our time. Have a wonderful afternoon.